Hi guys, it's Team Endgame here, bringing you what would we call this?
Tournament report?
A tournament report. Well, it's not a sneak peek report of Set 5, Awakening the Twin Blades. I went with Aaron, who's also here with me.
Hi!
And Yuri's still a surprise visit. Way!
Bully, bully, bully!
Yeah. Alright, so...
What's the first
I
one
wasn't
to talk
invited.
about?
The same.
Oh yeah, well for starters, I guess we should apologise for the lack of content because stuff came up and yeah, haven't had time to do stuff. So sorry, my bad on that. I'm the one that's in charge of uploading.
Okay, and we got the basically we're going to talk about about how the day went, the efficiency of the box and things like that. So to start off with, you got promos, didn't we, for
I guess you can
for
start with that.
participating?
Yeah, everyone got one Dark Side Pegasus.
And what does that do?
I got 4.
What does that do?
It's just like Starlight Unicorn. When you place it on the rear guard, give 2k to another Shadow Paladin.
And it starts at 6k, it's grade 1, and it's a Shadow Paladin?
Yes, it is, and it gets 2k. But
Okay.
you weren't given these at the start of the day. You weren't allowed to use them in the actual deck. You got given 5 packs, and then there's the drafting rules, which will go on in a second. And basically, with those 30 cards, was basically your deck. You had no.
So we
swap
weren't allowed
specs.
to use a promo as part of the
No.
draft, is what you're saying. Okay.
So the promo is a promo you get in the box when the box comes out, or is it just a sneak peek?
Oh, it's like a little kit they get, and they were in there.
Just okay.
They weren't actual boxes. They were like a little. I don't know, like a little. They came in like a separate box with the mats, pre-packaged and sealed packs of the
Yeah,
set
that was
in
interesting.
Six packs.
They didn't actually give you a box and you took packets from it. They got sent 5 packs bound together. Hence, there are a lot more triple res and doubles than
packs.
I would expect.
6 packs.
6 packs.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, so they just sent them and
They
they're all
came
taped
bundled
together.
like that.
So we just got little stacks of 5 given to us.
6 packs.
Damn other games.
So yeah, basically, they opened the kit. Everyone got registered. They got given their 6 packs
6 packs. I did not know that.
of cards and went to our seats, which were randomly assigned, but we somehow made it together.
Yeah, we managed to get together. We were the last to be announced, and there were 2 random seats. You guys, guess your tires are sitting there. And it was like next to each other. So like,
Yeah, sounds good. So basically, the way it worked was everyone on the table picked 1 pack, opened it up.
Okay, this is all happened at the same time. One pack at a time until all the cards are done. So you open 1 pack. You look at the ones in the pack, and you take 1 card from it. And with that card, you put it face down in front of you, and then you pass the rest on to your
Left.
we did it all to the left, but
Yeah.
the draft rule says 3 to the left, 3 to the right.
Yeah.
But we did constantly to the left.
Yeah.
And then,
That basically goes on.
and then you obviously you get a stack, and you go, oh, I want that one.
Then
do
you
that.
pass the remaining 3 on, so forth.
Yeah,
until
and so
they're
there's
all
1
gone.
left, and you go, oh, balls. I don't want this.
I get what does no one want? I can see why no one wants that.
So basically went like that for the rest of the 6 packs. We were quite sceptical on how it was going to turn out, but
Yeah,
surprisingly...
you're really worried, mainly because... Why? Because nothing we thought would work.
Yeah, this is another thing that we failed to either read up or get told about as we were picking and making our decks. But any restrictions were basically null and void for this draft.
Yeah, but this happened after we'd gone, right, this is our 30-card deck. Me and Aaron have loads of Neo Nectar and Maracuma and
So-
triggers for them, so we're most likely to get them on the field so they'd work.
But
And then he goes, oh yeah, by the way, all triggers work and all effects work regardless of the player on the field. You what?
Which
So
we-
I passed a heal trigger on, a crit trigger, all the decent cards that would actually work, but I didn't think I would be able to use, but you can actually use them.
See, I thought it was like everyone knew this.
Like things
all
like
restrictions
things
were
like
off.
the
well,
end.
I didn't know.
We didn't know.
It was in that video I sent you.
No, it wasn't?
Yeah, it was.
The only thing I heard in that video was that you can use more than 4 of the same card and more of 4 of the same trigger.
Yeah, he also said the restrictions were off. Because you were just literally getting all
must have
cards.
missed that.
Yeah, but we must have missed it because he had,
Oh.
because people had 11k Vanguards. We thought, oh no, they're gonna have 9k. They're not gonna realise they're gonna own 11k. No, it's
I
9.
even read the
'cause-
PDF file on the actual site.
Yeah, they never said anything like that. We prepared.
We probably did.
We
We probably
prepared.
did, but we
prepared, man.
Regardless,
Too much.
it doesn't matter.
Okay, we're going
because-
to results, I think.
Yep.
Results.
doesn't say
Well,
Okay,
first, like, let's see what you got from your packs, because I don't care how you did. I want to know what you got straight off.
Well,
the
pretty
pack.
much, it kind of links in because
Yeah.
the cards we're going to mention, because basically I'm going to talk about the result of each of us and our key cards that helped us win. The key cards that helped us win are the decent cards.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay,
So, regardless of Mike passing on good triggers and stuff, how did you do, Mike?
I topped. I got a mat. Yeah.
Which gave to me.
And a promo. I didn't actually lose. Which was really surprising considering I'm derp at the start.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't know how you managed to still do it.
Because he had a Maracumo deck.
Right.
He didn't, though.
Well,
He didn't have a lot of them.
I didn't have a lot. Basically, I didn't pick up any stands, but I had heals, crits, and draws.
Right.
Okay? But they were Neonectar Marakumos, so I thought they'd work, but I took some draws and crits that were other stuff, because that's all that's there. I was like 10k guard, I can't mess up the ratio that I kind of want.
But ended up still working.
But it ended up still working. So yeah, I didn't have any stands, so I didn't need to worry about that, which was all good.
Oh, yeah.
Grade 1s, they're all 7s and 6s, but this was by far the most...
Should be A8K.
I didn't find any 8Ks.
There weren't a lot there.
I saw about 2 ever.
From playing people, I didn't see... I saw one, and it was ridden as a Vanguard.
Yeah, I saw one.
That was it.
I saw one person's 8K.
But it is a common, isn't it?
There are
It's a common, yeah.
There are 2 8Ks.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
two of
there
them.
would be
Maracumo and Neonectar. Barely saw them.
Okay, regardless, this was the most efficient grade 1 for me, because it's the rest discard draw. There's one game I had about 4 or 5 grade 3s, and I was like, rest discard draw, rest discard draw, for 3 turns. And I was like, oh, that's a decent hand. So yeah, that was my favorite grade 1. Grade 2 wise, it was a mixture of these two. This was the only double rare and up I pulled. It's the Krara equivalent. They hit counter +2 to draw.
I can see that being very useful.
And obviously it doesn't matter what the Vanguard is. And this is only a 7k, but it's the play top deck. Oh look, grade 1 or 2.
Oh!
But because it doesn't matter what it is, I was like, oh look, grade 1. Oh look, grade 2. So yeah, that was awesome. And grade 3 wise, there's that, which I only have one of, but whenever I rode it, it was awesome. It's the Lion Heat.
Oh.
So Lion Heat's just like, here, stand, try again. I had that on the field, it's just like, oh look, it didn't hit. Try again.
And what else do you have?
And finally, this, because people didn't really pick it up. When it hits, you can add 3k to a Royal Paladin rear card. So I was like, here, 3k over here, attack for a barrier breaking one.
What were the... just before we move on, what was the layout, so deck-wise? Was it still, like, X amount of cards, still up to 6 damage, or...
Yeah, it was up to 6 damage.
Yeah, it was up to 6 damage at our place. I don't know what other places were, but the guys who were organising it said 6 damage because they hadn't heard anything about the rules.
Yeah.
And it was a 30-card deck with all cards that you pull, basically.
Right.
They were originally saying, use your 6 packs and use that as your deck. And we were like,
Yeah.
please don't. Please don't.
So, Mikey here, lovely.
Yeah, so I didn't lose a single game.
Didn't win.
I got 21 points. Bam!
So there wasn't a top 4?
Yeah, I'll come in story time later, but there was an issue right at the end, which was quite amusing. But anyway, your turn, Aaron.
Well-
How did you do?
I went all over the place. I lost the first one because I misplayed in one card, which was kind of annoying. So I ended up losing the whole thing overall. Then I won the second one 2-0. Then I lost 2-1? I think I won 2-1.
No, you won.
No, I lost 2-1, then I won 2-1.
Okay.
It was all over the place, basically, but...
I'm pretty sure you won 3 out of the 4. You must have won. You must have won 3 out of the 4.
Nah.
No. All right, go for it.
No, I didn't, because the guy... doesn't matter, regardless. First pull of the day. So happy. So happy! 11k to start with? Oh, that was brilliant.
So Phantom Blaster Overlord, triple rare.
Yeah.
And I looked at him like, I hate you.
So
and I was putting rares.
So basically my key Vanguard kept me at 11 and they couldn't hit me very well.
And then what did I do?
had stuff
I pulled the double rare. And I was like, oh look,
Yeah.
I've got something as well.
I had crits and stuff, which helped me out. My main thing, because I only had like 2 heals.
Yeah, but obviously...
nothing else.
Yeah, go on.
Public Spout, which was nice. It was one of the late pulls I got. I just kind of had to pick it because either that or 6k thing. So I could easily get a nice 21 there. But it all went down with the third pack. I pulled another one!
He would not need 6 packs, he was an SP.
And it's an SP one.
I just had to laugh.
So by that
you
point,
idiot.
I immediately started looking for these guys. which are the Phantom Blaster Overlord Searcher. So constantly, my main field setup would be try and do that, search out for one, either ride it if I didn't have the grade 3, or get the second one, and then go Persona Blast 21 with a critical.
And how many times did you do that?
I did it like 5 games. I did it.
It was like his key combo. It just like, this card.
It was amazing.
Game. Well,
Yeah.
I don't have an efficient deck. I can't guard this.
The only issue I had throughout most of the day, though, was that a lot of my losses were actually down to deck outs.
That'll come at the end, I think.
Searching for that actually didn't help in some cases.
So what
was next on our little list?
Results and
key
one.
cards. Story time.
Oh, it is story time. Okay. Well, for one, you can do the deck out thing. I personally almost decked out, but I didn't actually deck out. That's purely because the game went on too long. That was all it was.
Yeah.
And I drew too much. My draw shows went off. I was like,
So what was
oops.
I think the main story you wanted to get to was my position,
Yeah.
which was
Basically, Yuri.
what?
Right, yeah, 2-0, and I went against the guy who was on 15 points, right? You get 7 points for doing a total wipeout, and you get 3 points? Or
4 points.
4 points for getting a 2-1, yeah? Aaron was on 9 points. I whitewashed the guy,
So he was stuck at 15.
so he was stuck at 15, and you could see he was a bit pissed. Because other people could overtake him if they got whitewashed someone like Aaron. If he got 7 points, he would have got 16 points and come fourth.
Right.
So he would have got a mat. So Aaron, I done my part of the deal. What happened with you
Right.
in that game?
Imagine a scenario where I've got a nice column, or crappy column there, nice column there, Phantom Blaster with a booster there, like that.
I'm the
No, it was nothing to do with that.
Of course it was.
It was nothing to do with decking out.
Because part of it, that was one game.
No, because I didn't have enough guard for this. But basically, I got my Persona Blast off. Attack for 31 with a critical. What's he do?
Perfect guy.
No, actually, I didn't see any of those all day.
All
Actually.
day, there's no one pulled any.
Just a slight top off there, off the topic there. But attack for 31 with the Soul Blast and a Persona Blast and everything.
And what damage was he on?
He guards for 1 to pass. I get no triggers. I was like, right, I've got one more attack. He's got nothing in hand. I can win this. Attack with my rear guard. He lets it through.
Heal trigger.
6 damage heal.
Oh look, what's this?
I was not happy because I dropped my hand at this point to push and do that because I was sure I was going to win.
So what does he do?
Next turn, he attacks with Poxy 13, Poxy 10 Vanguard. I have nothing to guard, and I lose because all my healers are gone. So that...
So he goes 2-1, gets 4 points, and doesn't get there. So that guy was like, there was no point in me playing that game.
Yeah, there was.
Well, there was, because I got more boosters for winning.
But that was the most infuriating thing of the entire day for me. That 6 damage heal cost me a mat.
Yeah, and you decked out one game as well, which is what I thought you were referring to.
2 games. Which was where I just... Well, the opponent kept healing and I kept attacking my Vanguard without even paying attention, forgetting that we've got 30 card decks, and I decked out myself out. It happened twice.
Yeah, basically the guy, if Aaron hadn't attacked with your Vanguard in your turn, he couldn't attack with his Vanguard, and he went end turn, you drew your last card.
Yeah.
If you didn't do that, you would have just swung with your rear guards on 1, because he only had 5Ks and 5 in hand or something. You wouldn't have been able to guard.
Pretty much.
But yeah, anything else?
I think that was...
Was there anything else?
Field. That's funny. That is funny, right? Because it's part of the game.
I know.
Happens all the time in the show. You sort of expect it to happen, and I understand it being irritating, but you should sort of go.
I'm going to look back and laugh on it, no problem. But it's just that at the time it's like I've got to win this to get the mat.
Oh, freak! God damn it! I hate you, Aaron.
I think I just kind of stared and blinked at it. It's just like rubbing my eyes. Is that real? Is that actually a 6 damage heal at this point? That is really annoying.
Because there's no limit. You could run more than 4 of the same heal trigger and things. It's like
I don't think he
Or
even matters. I don't
whatever-
think he even
whatever
had that
trigger.
many triggers.
Yeah, but regardless, I passed a lot of heals. And
Regardless, got my money's worth for the day.
yeah, and I got my money's worth with the mat and the double rare I pulled in the packs for winning, and the double rare and the boosters. I got my money's worth. Yeah, the only other thing was the 11Ks, but we already said that. I mentioned, the 11K Vanguards. I personally never went against 11Ks.
I went against the guy with the end, which was his only grade 3 in the deck.
That was it. That was the other story. That was hilarious. His only grade 3. His entire deck was 1 yen, but he had.
And what's the rest of his deck? 17 triggers.
17 triggers, and he had the searcher for the end. So he went blower to search for the end to ride it, and then just trigger.
First game I won because he grade locked. Second game, grade 2, he searched for it. Third game, he had it in starting hand. I was like, God, no.
His entire deck just 1 grade 3. That's
insane.
That's just unlucky pulls though as well, surely.
Well, no, because he could have picked up the grade 3s, but he obviously passed them on and just kept the
He
triggers.
might know.
It was a strategy he had, and it obviously paid off.
No, I spoke to the guy. What he said was that he just didn't get any passed to him. He got plenty of grade 2s and 1s, but most of the stuff that was getting passed to him was just triggers. So he had like loads of draws. And
I mean, if, as you say, the guy only said at the end, sort of, like, if people hadn't done their research...
Yeah, everyone knew but us. Everyone knew but us. It was just us. It was really annoying. But he still come up on top. I got 2 overlords. I'm happy.
Yeah, he pulled better. I
Don't need to.
got a mat. I got the mat that I wanted, because... To be fair, you didn't really want the mat. You just want the mat from.
Basically, I was just insurance to get you the mat. I've got Majesty Lord coming next week.
Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much how they went. It's just pretty much signing off now.
Basically, we've got some content lined up. We're going to do another match next week. Hopefully, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
And we have the 8 boxes
of booster set 5 next Friday. I hope, assuming they come and doesn't snow again. Yeah, and the UPS man isn't late.
Damn you, Mr. UPS man.
So yeah, hopefully you guys should be able to get a video of that up. We'll have some awesome mats again, show you, and then more content coming after that, I hope.
Yeah, should start having like the Neonet decks, maybe a crappy Marakumo.
Yeah,
the end deck, hopefully.
Well, also, I'm hoping to do this more for tournament reports, so I could basically just show the key cards that I used on the day, what position I came, and that's it.
Yeah.
And maybe bring it with me and talk to someone else who played there, just as extra content. So that might be happening as well. But other than that, that's pretty much us signing off.
Yep.
And we'll catch you guys later.